Hello friends, welcome to Alja Institute of Physiotherapy. Today we are going to discuss about aquatic exercise. Yes, I'm changing the view. Aquatic exercise. So in aquatic exercise or hydrotherapy, another name of aquatic exercise is hydrotherapy. Uh, So today we'll discuss about the introduction, definitions, then uses, indication, contraindication, and basic things about the aquatic exercise. So let's start with the introduction and definition of aquatic exercise. So in definition, the use of multi-depth definition, the use of multi-depth immersion pools or tanks that facilitate the application of various established therapeutic interventions. Purpose of this aquatic exercise is to facilitate functional recovery by providing an environment that augments patients' ability to perform various therapeutic interventions. So, in aquatic exercise, it refers to exercise in the water for therapeutic interventions and which can include the stretching maneuver, strengthening, that means the progressive resisted exercise, joint mobilization technique, balance or gait training, then endurance training. And goals and indications for or of aquatic exercise is it can help us to increase the range of motion or it can help us to guide a range of motions exercise. Then we can perform the resistance exercise in water, then weight bearing activities, then delivery of manual techniques means even we can apply the manual techniques in water and aquatic exercises, access to the better access to the patient throughout the treatment session or throughout the exercise sessions. In cardiovascular exercises we can perform in the water, then functional activity replications, minimize risk of injury or re-injury in aquatic exercise, and last is relaxation is one of a goal of aquatic exercise. Next is precautions. So what are the precautions should be taken during the aquatic exercises? So first one is the fear of water. Means if anyone have a fear of water or water phobia, so in that cases we cannot apply or we cannot prescribe the aquatic exercise to that particular persons. So in that cases that even we have to take care about of that fear of water or water phobias patients. In neurological disorders we have to take care of patients in respiratory cases or disorders and cardiac dysfunctions, and last one is small open wounds and lines. During the aquatic exercise we should take care. Next is contraindication. So cardiac failure contraindication means these are the conditions where we cannot apply or we cannot prescribe uh, the aquatic exercise. So here we have cardiac failure and unstable angina. So in that case we cannot prescribe or we cannot guide aquatic exercises. Respiratory dysfunction in case of the severe peripheral vascular disease, danger of bleeding or hemorrhage, severe kidney diseases. Then open wounds, skin infections, uncontrolled bowel and bladder, then water or airborne infections, then uncontrolled seizures. So aquatic temperature and therapeutic exercise. Temperature regulations differ from that during the land exercise. Water conducts temperature 25 times faster than air. Patients are unable to maintain the adequate core warmth during the immerse exercise at temperature less than 25 degree Celsius. Exercise at temperature more than 37 degree Celsius may be harmful. Mobility and functional exercise. So various therapeutic exercise may be performed in water. In case of in the hydrotherapy, flexibility, gait training, strengthening, and relaxation may be performed at temperature between 26 and 33 degrees Celsius. Warm water exercise, that means the 33 degrees Celsius exercise may be beneficial for patients with acute musculoskeletal injuries. Aerobic conditioning. So cardiovascular and aerobic training temperature should be between the 26 and 28 degrees Celsius. Intense, in case of the intense exercise, 22 and 26 degrees Celsius is considerable. And here we have the special equipments for the aquatic exercise. So you can see the picture the collar used for the supine patients to support the neck and maintain head out of water. Then you can see the rings, okay, that can help the to support the whole body, and even it can help to float on water. uh, Bouncy belt that used to position the patient in supine, prone, or vertical. Then swim bars or the bound dumbbells that support the upper body or trunk in the upright position and lower extremities in supine or prone position. Then hand pedals, the non-bound resist motions in direction of movement. Hydroton boots that generate the resistance by increasing the surface area. Kickboards, they used to provide the balancing prone and supine, create resistance to walking pattern. So here we have end up with this aquatic exercise lecture. So in this lecture we have discussed about the introduction, that means definition and purpose of aquatic exercise. Then we have basic of aquatic exercise, where we can use and what are the technique used in the aquatic exercise, and goal and indication, precautions, contraindications, and what should be a temperature uh, for the different therapeutic exercises in aquatic exercises. That and special equipment, last we have discussed about the special equipment. So thank you friends.